Oh, really? Oh, weird. What's that?
The live stream will show up for now.
Ryan. Ryan.
There you go.
Get it?
I'm good.
She's just.
Next on the agenda is superintendent's reports.
Looking for a motion on the school resource officer.
Get a motion on that? Rich, second. Bob, any discussion on that?
Just a question, page 2, it's number 3.
Give me a sec. It's coming. Okay. Number 3.
Yeah, it talks about the district has previously paid the $74,752 village. It shall pay the remaining $57.50 by November 15, 2020. Should that read we did pay or did we?
Well, we wrote this back in August, and this village just getting it to me this week.
So we have.
Yeah, we've done, it's all done.
So did we make that?
Yeah, we did. This is, it's difficult to get paperwork back at times from them. So basically, we were under a 3-year contract. This is an amendment to reduce, because we only got one SRO this year, so this reduced it, and they're doing their services and a few other things for us, and then there's one resource officer here, but they do stuff at that. They basically go back and forth between the 2 buildings this year. So this is just a 1-year amendment.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was paid first.
It's
on that date.
It is. I mean, I was trying to live in good faith with this agreement because they were supposed to make a handshake on it, but it didn't actually get approved and signed until relatively recently.
Any other questions on that? All those in favor? 6-0.
Looking for a motion on staffing, Bob.
I'd like to make a motion to table that.
Motion to table staffing. Can we get a second? Diane? All those in favor? 6-0.
Looking for a motion on approval of rates.
Let's get a motion on that. Scott? Second. Rich? Any discussion on that item?
So just a question, is that something we're considering going forward?
At this point, it's just for this year. That's the same rate we pay the scorekeepers, and it's $25 a game. We have to pay them something. So it's just a fee. How much we pay them going forward, I'm not sure. I don't think really 25 a game is necessarily the right amount, because some games might be 3 hours and some games might be 1 hour. So a JV volleyball game might be an hour, and a varsity football game, the person might have to be there from 6:30 to 9:30. So at $25, 3 hours, $25 isn't even minimum wage anymore. So.
But no, I mean, as far as video, like, that was my question, not the amount, like,
Oh.
is this kind of foreshadowing the future that we're?
Well, I think we got to talk about live stream and what we're going to do with it. There's audios, some of the audios, whether we should audio record or whether we should just do video, I'm not sure. Some of the conversations and dialogues are overheard on video. I'm not sure I really want on the website sometimes. So I think this is kind of a pandemic emergency to do this, but if we're going to continue this, I think we need to A, look at what the rate is, and then B, look at how we do it and what we're doing. There's probably close to 150 to 200 events, live sports events, and there might be other things. Now, why would I only live stream the sports? Parents might want me to live stream the STEM event, and so I think there's some equity questions we have to have here going forward if we're going to stream about what we do and how we do it. But I do think it's nice because when your parents are in Florida, or grandparents are in Florida, they can stream in to watch. There's aspects of it are great, and then there's downsides. So for now, this is really a pandemic Band-Aid, but the policy committee should probably meet and discuss like what is the policy around streaming and what we'll do. Maybe it isn't that we stream everything, but maybe that it's like so many like certain number of contests a year. We stream senior nights for all the games, and we stream STEM events. You can't stream drama events because of copyright rules. So there's all kinds of stuff that we have to enter into. Like one of the things that people complained about during our stream was that we weren't streaming the warm-ups. Well, they like to play music during the warm-ups, and you can't stream the music that they're playing because it's a copyright violation. So we have to cut to either green screen or at least mute it so that there's no sound during warm-ups, or the players don't get to hear their warm-up music. So there's
Nuances to it.
there's a lot of nuances to it, and the tech department was always hesitant about the live stream, and I know why. There are a lot of downsides to it. I mean, I know somebody suggested me students run it. I think an adult needs to be in the room when we're live streaming events, just because I think that it can go bad in a hurry, and it's us. That's our channel when we put that out there, so we got to be careful with it. So there's probably ways we can do this, but I think it's a bigger conversation than tonight. This is really just to pay a few people, because I've done it. I've done a bunch of the games. I've probably done 10% of the games that are streamed. So it's not super. It's clearly, if I can do it, it's not super difficult. But that's not sustainable to have like the superintendent and the AD doing 40 or 50% of the stream. It's just not sustainable because there's so much of it that's going to go on. So we got to figure out how to do it. This is just a stopgap. Gotcha. Anything else?
All those in favor? 6-0.
Looking for, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So first on the list is ratification of the HFA employees unit. We need a motion for that. Scott and Diane, any discussion on that item? All those in favor? 6-0. Next on the list is CSEA full-time non-teaching unit. And a motion on that item. Diane, Rich, any discussion on that item? All those in favor? 6-0. Next on the list is CSEA part-time non-teaching. Get a motion on that item.
I'll make a motion.
Michelle, second. Diane, any discussion on that item? All those in favor? 6-0. D and E were the ones that we
Send back to committee.
Right. President's update. I don't really have too much. I'd just like to once again thank everybody for everything that's gone on this year, for keeping our kids in school like you have throughout the entire year. It's just been amazing. I look at schools around us and still I can't compare to Herkimer. But I'm kind of biased. Anybody else have anything around the table? Mr. Hebig?
Yeah, if everybody hasn't heard, Donna Wilcox passed away yesterday. And Donna was a school board member here for almost, I think, 21, 22 years, as well as on BOCES board as well. And she's a good friend of mine, and she was a fierce advocate of education in our school district. And although Donna and I never got along with issues, we fought a lot. But the good thing about Donna is after we fight a lot at the board, we left it at the board and we were still friends. So it's a big loss for the community, I think. And I just wanted to recognize Donna for all the years.
Thanks, sir. Anybody else? Next on the list, we have future meeting dates. The next meeting we have is, we have the annual budget vote on 18th from 12 to 8. That's going to be at the Media Center. And then our regular meeting is March 19th, the next day. And that's, I'm assuming, going to be in here. And then in June, we're probably going to have I'm not sure if the 16th is just gonna be a regular board meeting, or it might be, we might have one other, meeting in there to have, a workshop. I'm not sure how much is gonna be on that June 16th, agenda. It might be enough that we might have a workshop that same day. Yeah, so,
Was that the day we talked about, the superintendent workshop?
yeah.
But the May meeting will be a regular.
What's that, Scott?
The next May meeting will be a regular meeting.
Correct,
Full
yes,
meeting where-
yes.
Yeah, that's a full business meeting, yeah.
Next on the agenda is meeting evaluation and Mr. Review.
Certainly had enough information to go back tonight as far as work back at Susie. Everything else is when we did it. Thanks, Susie. Good discussion. Thanks for the budget update and budget report. That was good as usual. So,
I move to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing particular personnel before we take action in public session after the executive session ends and the board returns to public session.
Motion, is there a second on that? Diane? Those in favor? 6-0.
We got some. Girls, they never